Hi guys, welcome back to Endeavor. So super quick video, basic concept. So a lot of people, if you've walked through the ASR, RAK defense stuff, you've noticed that the majority of the drills we've done with a handgun. And there's a reason for that. The basic idea is really simple. So if he has that down, let's say I'm the bad guy, so without that, if we're fighting in whatever fashion, he's got a hold of the arm or whatever, if we're fighting over this gun, it's a lot harder to control the line of fire and control and manipulate the body because I can operate this relatively well with one hand. So that means that with one hand I can be striking, I can be using this to create, head control positions and things along those lines. It's a lot, I can shoot or use this rather from a shorter range, which means I can turn this gun in and make shots here and things. So it's a lot more cumbersome, it's a lot harder to manage and control with a handgun. So if we do the majority of our drills with a handgun, when we apply the rifle, or any type of long gun, shotgun, rifle, whatever it is, it actually simplifies things in close quarters, in 2 arms reach, right? So at a distance, no, I don't want to be looking down the line of fire of a rifle in any way, shape, or form. However, when I get a hold of this, because he needs 2 arms to efficiently use the weapon, it makes my life a little bit easier. Because I have more things that I can grab onto and I have longer levers and I can technically get outside of his grip and create more leverage on the weapon, it makes things a little bit easier. Because I can technically just bear hug the living shit out of the gun and I can stay off the line of fire, it makes things relatively easier as I get into it. Because in these close quarters, if he wanted to try to shoot this, he's gonna have to get in a really fucked up weird spot where he's completely turning the gun and getting awkward. He has to go way out of his way to get into that stuff. Even when we talk about some of the takedown drills. So let's say that we do a low tackle from the side. So we go in, I go down low, I clip him at the legs, boof, I get down into it. Even if he wanted to shoot me from this, he's got to hijack the butt super high up, make a bunch of space, and be able to point that down to be able to actually get it there. Which means that length and distance and position he gets into allows me more time, better positioning, things like that, to be able to stay off that line of fire the whole time. Now, yes, there's things we got to worry about because there's not a slide I can get a hold of. Technically, it's a little harder to create malfunctions in the rifle. Yes, if I grab onto the barrel after it's been shot X amount of times, it's probably going to be hot and it might burn my hand. That shit happens and it's in there. But when you talk about the complexity it takes to deal with a handgun compared to doing the same exact drills that we've done against somebody with a long gun, once we get into contact, man, this is actually a lot simpler, right? So that's one of the reasons we get into it. We spend a lot of time working against the handgun. We spend plenty of time working against rifles and shotguns and things along those lines as well. But that's one of the reasons we do this. Man, if I can deal with this in close quarters, which these are still very common in active shooter situations, then dealing with this is going to be significantly easier when I get there. So yeah, just a quick little video about that and why we do that. Check our stuff out, play with it, see what your thoughts are. We'll see you guys next time.
Oh yeah.
Now it's record, so you hit the red button and then make sure that it shows a time of recording. Don't fucking pull a Joe Zuma. Are you already recording?
Yes.
Yes! I have all of that on video. I didn't even realize that.